Yes,
the best
my
clap.
people. What's going on, man? This is Luke. This is the LJB podcast. It's 2021. You know what I'm saying? It's February, so I ain't saying Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? Man, what are you saying to my left?
That man lost the energy for New Year's.
Yeah, nah, this is a...
Same year, bro.
Everyone's got something going on right now as we speak in the you know what I mean? So the energies are different. So we're going to roll with it. And we're gonna just go, innit?
Man's got a Home Alone hat on. You know what I mean?
Saying?
But
Yeah,
same way. 2021, nothing changes. Still go to Instagram. Man's still on there. At muscle_minds, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, worked.
Get me up to like 300 followers. I'll be ever so grateful. You know what I'm saying? Man, starting humble. 300, bro. You get me? Other than that, we're back, bro. LJB podcast. You get me? With Amanda.
Yeah, that was a good intro, bro. I can't lie, bro.
You improved,
You know
bro.
what, yeah? I was listening to the podcast the other day. Before I bring you, man, in 2 seconds, yeah. Listen to the podcast the other day, and every single podcast, man, messes up his own intro, bro. And then
You know what it is? I've only had one of these so far, bro. So the podcast is only gonna get worse from here, people. Yeah.
Real talk. Anyway, and up top, you know how we got we got my cousin. That's Dom. What are you saying, bro?
Hey, hello. Fuck.
We're rusty. It's calm, bro.
Just like, hey.
Man's doing mic check still. Nah, I'm good. Anyways, Beyond Rehab, that is me. Search me up on Insta. I'm just a master's student at the moment. Just doing
Masters.
Yeah,
You gotta say that with chest, bro. You know
Say
what I'm
that with
saying?
your chest.
Masters student. Do you know what a masters is,
That's
bro?
what a master's looks like. You understand?
That man there wear
Humble
glasses,
what we
bro.
can.
Come on, man.
But yeah, no, I'm studying physiotherapy. Check my page out, Beyond Rehab. That's me. I'm putting up all of my content that I can, you know, relative to just myself, but then also where I'm coming from on the rehabilitation side of things. So have a look, man. Have a look.
I'm proud of you, man.
things coming
Plug
up
your
as well.
things, bro.
Mr. NHS.
2021, man.
Mr.
Man, you've been
NHS.
correct. And up top to the left, we got my guy, 32P. What you saying, bro?
What are you saying, bro?
Good?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
man.
Let's
What you
go.
saying, bro?
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
man. I nearly messed up on your intro to get me had to do a quick edit, but the people wouldn't have noticed it because, you know, we're professional at it. You understand?
We're working.
Yeah, that was
We're
there.
working.
Play it off.
But anyway, yeah, man. Listen, the energy is a bit mad today, people, because the Manden's got stuff going on, man. So allow us, innit? If our energy is a bit different from the last podcast, shut up because we're giving you content, innit? You know what I'm saying? This is therapy for us, man. We come together in times of madness and we just talk shit, bro. You
I
understand?
ain't done this for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
A while, bro.
I think the last time...
I don't even know when the last time we recorded was, you know.
I think it was...
Before Christmas, bro.
It was November, you know?
What?
I think it was early November. What do you think, Josh?
What?
Early December.
Yeah, it must have been.
Early December. We ain't recorded for time.
Long time, but we're back. We always
Hella
going to be.
hurdles.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I'm starving, bro.
so what's been going on in, like, listen, I don't really want to talk about COVID too much, but the reason why I want to kind of go into it is because, Dom, you're working in the hospitals, bro. What's going on in there, man? How's it going?
So I work part-time in the NHS and I work as a healthcare assistant a lot of the time. Do a bit of the rehab where I can. And it, like, since I started, I only go in once a week, so it's all right for me in the sense that it's not every single day that I'm doing
Once
it.
a
So
week?
that's- Yeah, just once a week.
Like,
So this is why, like I say, shout out especially to all of the NHS nurses, everyone on you, just everyone who's
Yeah, for real.
doing it for the NHS. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, it changes every week, obviously, because I come on a shorter interval. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's not as many. I don't see all the different changes. Like, each week is different and it's vastly different, so you can't predict it.
Yeah, so what's happening like with like your shifts in particular? What's your shifts looking like? Because I remember I was talking behind the scenes and it was getting mad. Like, what have they got you lot doing in there now?
Do you know what? It just depends when
Like,
it
from
comes
you
to
guys' points of view.
Yeah, so sometimes obviously people are going to be scared. There's going to be reasons why people don't want to work or things like that. We were short-staffed, being short-staffed.
So
Then
people are just refusing. They're like,
sometimes,
"Man,
yeah,
come
like I will get. Now,
Bro.
here's something for you.
in." Yeah.
I signed up to bank, right, and I never knew how, like, bank shift is like where you can just get quick shifts that you can do.
yeah. Just shout them the day before or whatever.
Literally.
I could do tomorrow.
There's always
Cool.
free ones going, so it's just somewhere that you can just like easily get a bit of extra work. So that's what bank is, and I signed up to them.
Area bank.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had to do the clarification, but they so with bank, they will send me 16 texts a day, like on average, and I don't know how
What, like offering out shifts?
Offering shifts, and
In the
it's
area.
different in the area, in the trust.
Bro.
Just anywhere
Different
around,
hospitals, though?
anywhere around North, anywhere around Islington, really.
Oh, okay.
Raw, one area, 16 shifts a day.
16 texts, and they're not even shifts. This is
that's
just
too
like
much
different
availability,
areas that you
bro.
can go. So this is what I'm saying. This is how desperate we are, and the NHS
You got to
is.
think about how many
That's
people
mad.
calling in sick, just not, you know what I'm saying, not going to work.
And you know, sometimes
tear,
people are
tear,
gonna
tear.
call in sick because they genuinely are. 'Cause bro,
Yeah, of course,
COVID
of course.
is the thing, and then other
That's what I'm
times people
saying.
are gonna be like, I can't mentally face that. So
Mm.
there's
I hear
loads
it.
of different perspectives. So obviously for me, it was just like it was in a situation where we were short staffed, and it was very stressful, bro.
So they're
Very
running
stressful.
you lot into the ground and that.
Yeah, but you have to work as a team, because otherwise there's not really opportunity for anyone to like just take care of themselves, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
you
crazy.
know,
You
that's
have to
the
work
thing.
together, man. You have to work together.
That's the thing.
That's what it felt like yesterday, for sure.
Yeah, everyone's pulling to like you lot have to drag each other across the finish lines and that.
Yeah, it happens.
It's
bro.
mad. I don't even really want to compare like what you're going through to what everyone else is going through, but it seems like when I'm skimming through like Insta and that, yeah, people are getting to their edge right now, man.
Yeah,
Of
for real.
their brains, bro, are coming to their edge. This whole lockdown thing is just
Bro,
taking people.
I'm saying now, nowadays, bro, that if they open up this thing, say whenever they're saying end of March, April, and then they shut it again, let's say a month, 2-3 months later, however long, it's gonna be peak. People can't take it anymore,
Yeah,
bro.
like, that's what I think.
It's gonna be riots, you know what I'm saying? People have had enough, bro. Lockdown number 4, bro. 4.
It's a series.
You know what I mean? So literally a series on Netflix might as well be
This is the third
coronavirus, bro. Third lockdown,
Yeah.
bro.
This is the third one.
First one was the normal thing, the first one. Then remember we had 4 weeks in November. The whole of November was shut.
Before Christmas, yeah.
And
raw.
then New
Yeah,
Year,
yeah,
lockdown
yeah,
again.
yeah.
This is number 3, bro. So
Hey.
I think if they need to just keep the whole thing shut for however long you need to, May, June, July, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then just open it up forever.
Because I think what's making it worse as well, okay, let me talk for me. Because I'm not even really struggling too much lockdown wise. Actually, nah, I am, but not really like how I see everyone else struggling. You know what I'm trying to say? But like, oh yeah, my head's gone.
It's just more boredom than anything. Like,
It's the same.
you
day
might
for
not
every-
even want to do nothing, but if you say you do on an off day and you can't, bro, like go there, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
on a random one, bro. It just pisses you off, like, fuck's sake, man, I wish this shit was over. Just on one of them ones, it's not nothing deep.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because they're on social media and you're watching. Imagine you're a gym man, yeah. You're just seeing people in America just lifting weights.
Oh, that's the most
All the
annoying
time.
thing, bro. Gym, bro.
You know, you're watching all them American man just lifting weights calm in their gyms. You know what I'm trying to say? Or you're just watching people abroad just partying on holiday, like just this and that, and then you're watching it, but it,
Places
it
like
doesn't
New
bother
Zealand.
you, innit? It doesn't
Yeah,
bother
not
you,
right
but
now.
then it eats and eats and eats
Slowly,
and eats,
slowly,
and then
yeah,
more
yeah.
countries come out of lockdowns, or more countries are free of COVID, and you're thinking,
And we're just getting
you're
worse,
thinking,
bro.
wait, what the hell is going on? Bro? Like,
I was saying, yeah, places like New Zealand obviously are now COVID free, so they're not letting anyone in or out of their borders.
They never
really.
did, though.
Yeah.
They
From
never
March,
did. Yeah,
they
it made
just shut the
sense,
thing.
and,
They said,
and
"Listen,
that worked, and they did. You
off."
know, that's what happens when you get to action straight away. So it's crazy to think that that's how it's gonna be. You know.
let me ask
further
you, man, a
on
mad question.
down the line.
I don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask because we're here just to talk here. What do New Zealand really bring to the table for them to stay open anyway?
Views.
Tourism, yeah, I guess a lot of people go there.
Like to the, you should,
Not from England, but if you got to think about the countries closer to New Zealand, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Who is like 3-hour flight, 4-6 hour flight away.
But why I'm saying that is, like for example, London.
What the fuck do we bring to
London
the
is a
table?
major city in terms of like trading and like their ports and money and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you got like America is the same. Yeah, you got like Tokyo and all that's the same.
I don't know enough. We don't know enough about New Zealand and their production and
Right.
exportation and that. We
But
don't know
the
nothing.
major
bro.
cities, don't you think it's mad how like all the major cities that we know of stayed open to the last thing?
Yeah, yeah,
Like they
yeah.
had to rake it, like they had to stay open. And all the ones that you don't really think really like, you know what I mean, put things on the table like that. They all
Because they're
shut
the ones that
everyone out.
are least scared, innit,
Yeah.
of the not recovering, because they will recover no matter what. So
Yeah.
they're like, fuck it, bruv. We
But
just
Russia,
keep going.
they shut their team straight away as well. And they're
Russia's a different thing.
They're their own thing.
Yeah.
People, I
Russia's
just
a
want to
bit
ask you a question, yeah. If anyone watches this up until this point, yeah, drop in the comments, yeah. If you like my hat, you get me. Man wears this hat, it's bare warm and that. Obviously, I normally wear it like this. Hold on.
Do you know what? Yeah, I forgot my hat. I was meant to bring my hat today.
No, I can't false advertise the thing. Man normally wears it like this, yeah. Obviously, man's inside and that it gets a bit warm and that. So I just get me boom up the thing, Home Alone style. You understand? And we're rolling, we're recording. But anyway.
What rapper used to do that? Did Devlin used to wear his hat like that?
Nah, bro.
Don't lie, bro. He did.
Don Strapsy maybe did.
Don Strapsy.
Yeah.
One of them, man.
I think Don
Short
Strapsy did.
With a trim used to wear their hat like that.
I think
White
Don
boy
Strapsy
rappers,
did
bro.
still. And
Anyway.
Don Strapsy used to wear, you know the hat that used to come over your ears with the little string things?
Yeah.
Floppy
He used
ones.
to flop them up.
Like Dappy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Hey,
bro.
shout out Don Strapsy as well, man. I
That's
like
cool,
what he's doing
nice.
with the SE Dons as well, bro. Them man are doing mad stuff. You know what
His
they-
name ain't even Don Strapsy no more, is it?
Yeah, it is. It was Drew Blue. Remember when he signed?
Drew Blue, that's
He
it,
went
and
to
now it's
Drew
Don
Blue.
Strapsy.
But I was listening to his podcast, the Winners Talking podcast the other day. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think his name's actually Drew.
What's that then? Well, that would make sense why Drew
Because
Blue.
one of the
innit?
man them on the podcast called him that. So anyway, but he goes by the name of Don Strapsy. Innit? So yeah, but anyway. So yeah, anyway. Hey, Dom, hit us with the first topic of the day, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, as we were just talking about places like New Zealand that have just locked down straight away, we know, but we don't really know about,
What they bring to the
What they
table, like
bring.
Nick said.
you know, what it would be like to live there.
Yeah. Can't lie, I
When-
think it'll be nice, bro, looking at the pictures.
It looks amazing to
You
me.
get me?
Like some of the things that I've seen, I can't lie to
To
you.
be fair, I always think they don't have that much mad animals in their country as well. You know?
I mean, it's
Like
probably
Australia.
similar to Australia, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
They
It's the
said
same.
they
It's the same land, isn't it? They're not separated by
I
water.
think it's a bit colder, you know. I don't
Oh,
even
that's
know
a
why.
No, but apparently they don't
Are
have
they
Yeah.
different?
Yeah.
I thought
No,
it was
they're
like. I
different.
thought it was like a.
No, it's separated. I
Different,
think.
different countries.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah.
It's like you have to like take a boat.
I thought Australia was
Let
the
me see
thing,
this. Let me see this.
and then New Zealand was like a
Well, like
Hey,
England,
just
and
put that up
Scotland.
on the
Times
thing.
that in
Put that up on
Well,
the
like
thing.
England, Scotland, and Wales.
sort of thing, like
It's kind of like
more like North America and South America, but South America being bare small.
You know,
Like
like,
that.
you know what's happening here? You're pointing. Imagine Josh has got the thing on the screen now. Yeah, you're pointing over there. But the map's probably not up there.
No, I'm not pointing. I'm showing Josh, innit? I'm showing Josh.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, New Zealand's.
Is it separated by water? I never knew. I thought it was
it's
just a border
separated,
thing,
but-
bro.
Nah, it was always
It's
separated.
It's own
Oh, it's like oh shit.
It's always been separated.
Hey,
That's what I
every
said,
day
like,
it's
that's
a
what I said, I think,
fact,
like, it's
you know.
colder.
Wait, where's Australia?
Australia.
There, bro.
So where's New Zealand?
No, man.
Bruv.
Yeah.
Sorry,
New
sorry,
Zealand's
sorry.
there.
Sorry, look. This is the better one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Australia's there. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I thought. So.
Oh, one of them
Jamaica.
ones.
Yeah, like
'Cause
Jamaica.
New Zealand isn't
and
as big
USA.
as, but it's beautiful though. Apparently. As
Okay,
beautiful.
you do learn something new every day. That's a fact.
Trust.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's different to live there. So, what's the actual first home that you lived in? For me, I was with my mum and my dad, and we're going to be talking today, should I say,
Yeah.
about kind of where you live, different locations, what you would, different perceptions of people who live in different spots in our country. We don't, because we live in London, we think that other people live the exact same
Yeah,
life
just
in
like
other
I
places.
said about
Do you know
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
New Zealand thing. I don't know nothing, but I'm like, what do they bring to the table to stay open to everyone else anyway? Like stuff like that. So like, yeah. So what you're asking, like?
Yes,
what-
I was saying. So the first home that I lived in was with my mum and my dad in North London, Edmonton, and
Is that where you still live now?
no, that's not where we live now. But everyone's coming from a different sort of area. Obviously, Luke and you knew him. Obviously, you knew him as well. But I know that we've come.
Yeah, I
We
didn't
come
live
from
in Newham
different
for my
spots as
first house. My first house was in Lithuania, boy. The one I can remember. When I was born, apparently I lived in some next house, not too far from the beach, innit?
Can you describe it?
I don't remember it, bruv. I was a baby, fam.
Can you describe how they described it?
Nah, I don't remember if they ever described it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I know what they look like. It's just like... It's just a house, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Not like a London house. It's a fully detached, you know what I'm saying? It's a detached
Lithuanian
house.
bro.
Yeah,
What,
bruv. You got...
country or city house?
In
Give the
between,
Lithuanians
bro.
that are listening a little
It's a
picture.
mad one because the country houses are the country houses, yeah. And then in the city, more time is blocks, but then you got the houses, and they look different to the country houses, bro. It's fucked.
Yeah. But
So it was one of the city
That's like in this
houses
country as well.
next to the beach. It was weird, but what I can remember, the first one, it was obviously a block of flats in Lithuania, and that was on the 7th floor. You get me? So man had the views of everything around. Vertigo from young, you know what I'm saying? Head spinning. And yeah, bruv, it was just what? You go up the lift. It was bare blocks. I lived on like, you could call it an estate, but it was a massive one, bro. I'm talking about the size of Newham.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just everywhere, blocks everywhere, bruv.
What's the estate called? See if Josh can find it and put it up behind us or something. You probably have to. You know what I'm saying?
Should I say the name, bro? It's called, yeah. Hey, type this in, yeah. MOG.
Yeah.
IL.
Go on, you type in as well.
Let's do it, bro.
OVAS.
Sounds like some fucking.
Yeah, I think that's it, bro. I think that's how I spell it. Mogilovas is called.
Mogilovas.
Yeah, that's the neighborhood, isn't it?
Sounds like some Lengman village, bro.
Bruv, the thing, they had everything, bro. They had a rap group. We had man them that used to spit called MOG. You know what I'm saying? We had different man on
what
there.
What was they called in Lithuanian?
MOG.
No, that's not in
I
Lithuanian.
think this is it.
Bro, MOG, bro. That's what we used to say.
Oh, you say MOG? Is it?
Yeah.
In English?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Like that, bro.
We used to say MOG. Let me see.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. That's my school, bro. That's my school there, G.
Okay.
That's
You get
crazy.
me?
That's crazy.
You find it?
But that there is like a
Send
little.
that to Josh.
That there's like a little corner of it. Imagine that just expanding, bro, forever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It looks big.
And then you go into like the pre-downtown, then you go into like the downtown old city, they call it, innit? Because there's like some shit from like the olden times, the way the streets are set out.
Don't touch it.
No, you can touch it, obviously.
No, I mean they don't. Like, the government don't touch it because to them that's like the.
Yeah, it's like it's
like
olden
in
thing,
London, there's
innit?
certain yards.
Like on the streets, yeah, it's not concrete in the downtown bit. It's like the fucking them little, what are they called, man?
holes in the floor and the boulders.
Not holes in the floor, but like rocks on the floor, bare rocks, like.
And the boulders and that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's like that still. You got like the river and that, but yeah, man. That's
What
where man.
What
grew
was
up.
the reason? What was the reason that you left there? There was like, did you come to London after that? After you left
Yeah,
there?
when I was like 11, I come to London. But main reason I don't know, bro. I was just getting into badness. You know what I'm saying? And my mum, she worked on cruise ships ever since I was like 2, innit? So she travelled around the whole world. So I'm assuming when she come back to Lithuania, it was just like, bruv, I can't live here. I wouldn't be able to live there if I travelled around the whole world. You get me? Seen mad stuff, and you go back there like, nah, man, this is dead, bruv.
People think that about where we live, bro.
England is dead as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been other places than Lithuania and England. So in comparison, both Lithuania and England, I don't want to live here, bruv. Do you get me? So I think for her it was a thing where, nah, I don't want to live here, and plus, he don't look like he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere good if he stays there. So let's just get the fuck out. And we got the fuck out, bruv. Come here.
I hear it. What about you, Josh? Well, you don't have to talk about like if you just moved here from another country or something, but
Oh no, I was born here. Yeah,
Word.
I haven't moved any country. Like I haven't moved. The only time I moved to another country is when I got older. But I was born here, raised Chadwell Heath, born in Chadwell Heath. You know, I'm faded. Alcohol's again to me.
yeah, this guy saying he's been born
Okay.
in 3 different places.
Born in Newham, you know, raised in Chadwell Heath. Also raised in Manor Park as well. That's where my mum and my granddad lived before, you know, moving out to Chadwell Heath. In Chadwell Heath and Romford is pretty much copying what Newham was doing. You know, it was only like a few years behind. Obviously Essex was doing what they're doing, you know, but it was
Also,
like-
what, like your teenage years, you was in Chadwell Heath.
from like 6 till I started playing basketball. That's the only reason that I got out. But from 6 to like basketball, my mum used to work in the Frau Centre in Manor Park. So every day, literally from the youngest person to the oldest person, I knew who was coming in and out. So
Oh, I see what you're saying. So basically, like you lived in Chadwell Heath, but like your mum worked in Newham, so you was like going to all the youth clubs and that. Was it like that? Was it like youth clubs?
So there's one youth club on Romford Road called the Frau Centre.
Okay.
But like 2 roads away from that is where my mum grew up, and my granddad still lives there, innit? So pretty much that's how she had to get the job, because you can't get the job
if you're not from the
living. Not saying that she, all her register stuff is in Newham, but
Yeah.
because we had to move out and my other sisters and that,
You have to keep it somewhere.
Yeah, you have to keep it in the borough to get the job in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much from that, that's how I pretty much lived to grow up. Knew all the people I knew from there, and especially me going back and forth from Manor Park to Chadwell Heath from for
I think that helps growing up in two areas, isn't it?
Oh, facts, definitely, bro.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
It don't make you narrow-minded.
Yeah.
It's calm. There's calm people everywhere. Do you get me?
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was growing up, I received a lot of backlash from like the people that lived in Manor Park, just chatting shit about me, saying you should just go live in Essex. Just stay
Essex boy and that.
Yeah, literally, but
100%.
to the point, I want to say probably like once or probably twice, like at a younger age.
I remember we used to like just talk like that to a man from Barking and Dagenham and that. Call them Essex boys and that. Like we were just like that. If you didn't have London on your thing, you're Essex boy.
But then for me, it's like it affected me because like the person whoever's calling me out, you wasn't even born in Newham. Do you know what I'm saying? You wasn't even born.
Just because you live here now.
So yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So I can just whip out my passport and it will tell you Newham. Yeah. I'm stamped Newham. Like you just live in Newham. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me about anything. Then, as I said, growing up as well, it didn't make me narrow-minded. I made more connections than me just staying and thinking, I'm just better over this side.
Yeah, 12 man on the block, that's it. You don't know nothing else, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think like me, I was in Plaistow, Canning Town first. Like it's a Plaistow postcode, but it's basically in Canning Town, innit? So it was one of the weird ones. So I was there, and then I went to East Ham, and then I went back to Plaistow, Canning Town again, and then after that, when I was at what? I think I was 18, 19, then I moved to Essex after that. But yeah, bro, so like knew him the whole time. But thing is with me, is my dad worked at he used to work all around like South England, innit? So like when he's going to work, he'll go and do work for wealthy people, innit? So sometimes he'll just take me just to like show me like all of these houses and all of these people way different to me and that, innit? So from a young age, so don't get me wrong, I still found them weird, innit? But I always knew that there was something else.
They exist.
Something.
Yeah, I always knew there was something else out there, always. So like, but I didn't know that was different. I didn't know that no one else knew that there was that out there. But I realised that was like my dad's strategy to like make me understand that there's more out there. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, I remember one time. I might have even told this on the podcast before. I remember one time was like my dad was a football coach, innit? So after football, like he was dropping all the man them home after the game, but he wanted to stop by because one of his clients lived nearby. Yeah, bro, pulled up to the yard, so calm yard, like I would say like 6 bedroom, maybe 6, 7 bed, like calm, like. Do you know what I mean? Not like mansion or anything, but it was decent size. Do you know what I mean? But it was gated. And the gates automatically opened when we got to the gate there. So like we pulled up to the yard and the man were like, where are we? Where are we going? Bruv, the gates automatically, he pressed the buzzer, the gates automatically opened. Them man lost their mind, bruv. I remember sitting there thinking, raw, like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad was just like, yeah, come boys, let's go inside. Them man went bare quiet. I just remember, imagine a whip full of the man. Just everyone's talking shit. It's a 7-seater whip. Everyone's talking shit. 5 man in there, 6 men in there, trying shit. Get to the yard, everyone's silent. Got there now. There was these 2 German shepherds in the back or Rottweilers in the back. They cut them to the back. Walked into the yard. Nice big yard. Them man were just, brother. And I was looking at them and I was like, raw. And at that moment, I realised what my dad did, innit? At that moment, so yeah, man.
Sick.
But yeah, Dom, what about you, bruv? So you grew up in Edmonton, you're not a Newham boy like us.
No.
So what was your situation like? I feel like I've asked you that question so many times.
Never have been like. For me, I grew up in Enfield, North London. Never really left the borough since then, other than when I went to uni. And then that was in like Stoke-on-Trent, probably the Midlands area, between Birmingham and Manchester, just for reference. But that was a completely different experience, like being able to see kind of the country, not from a London perspective for sure. But yeah, grew up there, then went to Enfield, and then went to like kind of the other side of Enfield, in a sense. And there's kind of,
wait, hold on.
the best way to
Where
describe
were you
it.
before Enfield?
Edmonton. Basically, Edmonton.
Did you say the
is-
country?
No. What?
Sorry, I don't know what happened to my head there, bro.
Anyways,
go on.
so this is
He
what
said he
happened.
went to uni and then he come back to.
You went to uni and then went back to Enfield.
I had a little tangent
That's
with
what I
the
was
uni
thinking.
thing.
Yeah,
That's why.
sorry. So I was like, wait.
I thought I'd do that one
Yeah,
back.
go on,
But anyways,
go on.
the uni was a separate thing. That was like when I was 17, 18.
Yeah.
obviously.
Sorry, I'm thinking when you was a youth. I was like, wait, you was in Stoke when you were young? Oh, yeah, go on.
Nah, not at all. That would have been. Whew. So when there's, like I was saying, there's kind of like two sides of Enfield.
Yeah.
There's Edmonton, and then there's like just other parts of Enfield that maybe it's not. It's more similar to Newham. I wouldn't say it's Newham. I don't believe that.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and then there's the other side,
Yeah.
which is like Southgate, Oakwood, all of those places, end of the Piccadilly line, where like that type of area.
Clean.
It's lovely, and I can't
Yeah.
like.
Clean
and
Man
streets.
said lovely.
It's
Clean
lovely.
streets.
It really is. Like
Yeah.
I get it.
Everyone walks
Like,
past
I get what
you,
my
everyone
parents
smells nice.
were working for in a sense.
Yeah.
So
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. The goal is never to buy a yard in the ends, bro. That's never the goal.
Or to stay.
Yeah.
Or to stay.
Like to live your life past, let's say, 40s, chilling, feet up, kids running around, your dog's just there dribbling. Not in the ends, bro. You get me?
Yeah.
don't want that.
It's got to be out
Preferably.
countryside, not deep countryside, but 30-minute drive. You know what I'm saying?
That's not far enough, bro.
Nah, it's
It's
just
30
far
minutes
enough.
to get here, bro.
It's far enough,
Not
bro.
far enough, bro.
No, it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was
but
to get out, man.
Bro, I'm
literally
Yeah.
just being there, so being able to see even just the different side of the borough
Yeah.
was indication enough for me to be like, go hard, work hard, and just keep going, because it is possible. Because shout out to my parents, they actually showed me it's possible.
Yeah.
Would you say, see the two different sides, yeah, of the borough? The nice side and then the not so nice side. Is there prices in terms of houses and
Yeah, there's a
everything
difference.
else,
There's a
like
different story.
in terms of value?
Yeah,
Is
100%,
it? You see like all
100%.
different shops, like in terms of
Do
hair
you know what it is?
salons and
you know
that.
the A10, you know where Krispy Kreme's is.
Yeah.
Literally, that whole road is like the giant split between the
Really?
two. That whole road is literally like.
Man's
so
been there. Man's
you're
been there a
going all the
couple
way-
too many times.
So that's why there's a
Yeah,
big
Krispy
motorway
Kremes
across
were
it
good.
to make sure you can't cross.
No, it's just like that's kind of like where you see the change, literally, like in just all of the statistics.
So say I'm
everything.
driving from the 406 towards Krispy Kreme's, yeah? On the left is what? The nice side, on the right is the...
The right, the side where the Sydney World is, that's where it begins.
Okay.
That's where it begins, and like
What, the nice side?
And it's
Yeah,
a mad
nice side.
difference that you see.
it's substantial, bro.
Yeah, it's mad still, can't lie.
Because it's like
Yeah.
in Essex, yeah.
It's
So
mad.
let's take Dagenham and let's say Hornchurch, for example, yeah. 10-15 minute drive, you know what I'm saying? In Dagenham you'll see one type of hairdressers and barbers and that. You go Hornchurch, it's fucking all salons. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got their little prosecco, bruv. Feet getting eaten by fish and that. You know what I mean?
Bro,
So-
here's where like he's talking about the nice side, it's like Hornchurch with more country, with more green, sorry.
Like
Enfield
Brentwood.
is a green borough. There's
Way
a reason
bigger
why it
yards.
has this
Like
field in
Brentwood
it.
then.
Huh?
Like Brentwood.
Yeah.
He lives in Brentwood.
Yeah. It's like a Brentwood.
It's North Brentwood, bro.
That's in North Brentwood. I
It's like one of them
never heard
ones
of
there.
North Brentwood before.
Anyways,
The
we'll
Brentwood
get
of
some
North,
pictures of the green you got.
It's like
Yes,
a-
timestamp. But yeah, so I just wanted to say as well, like, what would you lot feel if? Do you think it would be different for you if you grew up outside? Obviously, if you grew up outside of London, like, what
110%.
benefits do you think would have you would have got from that?
110%.
Zero.
Zero benefits, bro.
What, from growing up outside of
Yeah, bro. I feel like growing up in the jungle gives you mad benefits, bro.
100%. But what I'm saying is that
Gives you an advantage in
I think
survival.
I want to answer your first question because you answered. I think you asked two. You said, "Do you think it made a difference to who you are?" Did you say that today?
No.
I
No?
didn't say that.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm gone again.
Luke's
But
deep
you know-
inside, bro.
Bro, I swear to you, yeah. I thought you meant like.
No, but in
Like,
terms
you growing
of...
up,
No, I
like-
lied, because there would be advantages of growing up outside. Because if you're growing up outside of London, yeah,
Yeah.
this might be a mad stereotype, yeah, and it probably is, but fuck it, innit?
Do it.
I'm already on the topic, so I gotta
Do
carry.
it, man.
I don't even agree with my point anymore, but I'm still gonna say it,
Do
bro.
it. I'm backing you. Don't worry.
If you're growing up outside of London, yeah, most probably your parents and that That's a fuck conception, bruv. I can't even say it. You're gonna be rich, innit? Richer than you would be if you're growing up inside of London, bro.
This is a good topic.
You get me?
This is a good topic.
That's how I would imagine
this
things.
This is a good topic.
This is where I was
because
going.
you just
You get me?
slapped.
So wait,
A
so
conversation
there is
I
an
wanna have.
advantage there that I think that you would have is, you know what I'm saying, the P's, but apart from that, bro, skills, fucking values, all of that, bro, I feel like in the ends you learn way more than out of the ends.
Then P's, did you say? Did you
What?
say with P's you'll learn more with P's? Did you
No.
not say that?
Mhm.
Oh. Sorry, boys, man. Sorry, bro. For some reason, my brain is telling me you man are saying other stuff. Like, my brain is just charging it up
Bro,
differently.
don't worry about your brain, just listen.
I swear
Get
down.
me? Listen
I
to us,
swear
man.
to
not
you,
your
I'm
brain.
even looking at you like this, bro. You know the ones, I swear I'm listening. God.
No, that's it. Like that's what I'm saying. The difference, I think.
Yeah,
He said, "What advantages do you think you have in it?
yeah.
Growing up outside, I think you have more peace. Growing up inside, I think you get more. You know what I'm saying?
I missed the flip. Yeah. I think I can. Do you know what?
But having said that, there's bare poor people outside of London, bruv. So
Yeah, and do you know what? Yeah, I want to
Depends
go.
where
I
outside.
want to go into this conversation because a lot of the time, people that live with our P's that we make
yeah,
live middle class lifestyles, bro. In other places,
yeah.
So
they
they
earn
got like
our
a.
P's. So that's what I'm saying. So
But to earn RPs in them places is middle class there, but it's working class here. You see it?
So they got a middle class
If
mentality.
we was earning a bag extra to what you're earning now, it would be the equivalent of them man earning what we earn now.
nah, because I think
Because everything is more
I
expensive
think
here, bro.
classes works by taxes. I think. Am I
No,
right?
it's not even about the tax. It's about
Am
how
I
much
right?
you pay
Because-
out. It's cool you get in
Yeah.
whatever an X amount.
Yeah.
It's about how much comes out for your survival. Here you're paying 1,500 for rent. There you're paying 500 for rent.
Yeah.
Big difference, bro. So you can live differently. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
With
is
the
why I
same
said.
amount of peas.
This is why I said middle
would
class
you still
mentality.
Be classed to the government as middle class though, if you're earning still the same money as the
To
other.
the to the government.
Because of the taxes.
Yeah, to the government they work it by numbers, bro. So
Yeah,
it
and
wouldn't
that's
be
how I'm
taxes,
thinking
yeah.
about it.
It
So
wouldn't be
they will,
taxes.
so they
But
will
then-
still be.
Go on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But
It's a
it's-
sticky one.
But you got a cap.
Does it really?
When you're that class, you got a cap because
Yeah.
cool. Let's say for an example, you get 2 bags a month.
Yeah.
You can't exceed that in it, so you can't do the stuff that the upper classes do because,
Yeah.
bruv, you just can't. Innit? You ain't got enough.
Yeah, but you live differently.
But you live better than the man that get 2 bags in London or 3 bags in London.
Yeah. So how do you judge it? Do you judge it by how your house looks, or do you judge it by how your lifestyle?
We
is?
judge it. I feel like we judge it by how people live in it. That's just how we're conditioned.
Because I
We
lived.
see what they look like, what they drive, where they live, and we cool. That's them in it.
Yeah, because I lived in a house at one stage in Ends, and still lived similarly to how everyone else lived in terms of their P's and what they did with it.
Yes, I
So
think-
because the building I had the roof I had over my head was different to everyone else's.
No, but it's because it's
How
in
we
the ends,
operated in
it
the
doesn't
yard
change.
was like everyone else.
Yeah, because no, that's not different because if a man lives in a block of flats and you've got a yard on that same road, that's not different, bro. You man are in the same boat. Just because you got stairs and he doesn't mean anything.
No,
See what I'm saying?
but there's rent and then there's mortgage.
Yeah, that's the difference.
So like the yard can actually, you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. It's a confusing one how you look at it, because that's what I'm saying. Is it by what your house looks like, or is it by how you're living? Because then if I'm living like everyone else, but my house is different, so I'm different to them, man. Or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then what class would you say living like everyone else is? What class would you say that is?
In the ends, it's working class for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
working class.
cool. So then
Yeah,
what
'cause
about
lower,
people?
I think people. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think lower class is when you need government aid, which is like
Yeah.
benefits. and
We
stuff.
know what working class fucking people are in it. The people in the
No,
ends
but
are
we have to
working
be
class.
specific what we're talking about, innit? Because I think lower class is. So I would have been. Okay, I would have lived. Oh shit, man, this is confusing.
What was you
Bro,
gonna
it-
say though when I said about
My
the
yard is middle class, but
people
I
at
lived
the ends,
working class.
people at the ends having
Yeah,
more money,
I
people
agree
in
what
the
you're
ends
saying. Yeah.
having more like rare tear. You man was gonna say something.
About business, bro. Like, take for example Plymouth. Like, they ain't got the amount of Like a teacher or a PT or someone like you ain't gonna work the hours the same amount of hours as someone in London because the operation hours work different. So that's the reason why them houses down there are cheaper until the area gets more populated, dense. That way the rate that's just like. It's like Essex.
No, it's facts. Facts.
Like say for example, Essex. There wasn't too many predominantly white area, right? So living there, if you had money, it was nice for you to live there. Now, like it's peak. Now you got white, black, white, black, you got Asian, Chinese. Like you got all different types of different people living in this area. So obviously,
because the ends are expanding, bro.
Right. Yeah. So. It's just going to be cheaper for some people.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I don't mean to cut off. Yeah. Plymouth, the houses down there are cheap. You pay £500 per month, but then you're only going to work 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m. As opposed to in London, you work to like 9 to 8.
Yeah.
So they take all of that into consideration. Why you're going to get cheaper help from the government because obviously they know you're not populated down here. So you're going to get help from your next door neighbour as opposed to London. You know the next door neighbour is fighting for it just as bad as you are.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like for them, man, getting that certain amount is like us, man, getting that extra bit more because the level of the job that you would have to do in them areas would have to be quite high, innit? You'd have to get paid a lot because like let's say that X amount, let's say 2 bags over there might be mad, innit? 2 bags over here is basically nothing. Do you get me? But for you to get the 2 bags over there,
very good to get your 2 bags over there.
Basically, it's like a mad good job, innit? Okay. It's one of them ones. Okay. For you to just get any job, let's say a delivery driver or whatever, you might get a bag in it, and that's just like average. You're just living like everyone else.
Because, bruv, I was even in I remember when I went to Newcastle.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Because I went to Newcastle with the man them, and
how long ago was that? Huh? How long ago was that?
Hey, don't draw me out like that. 9 years ago, bro. This is mad. 9 years ago.
Sometimes reminisce.
Jesus, yeah. Listen, we went 9 years ago. Yeah, we went to Newcastle.
We got 10 minutes, you man. 12 minutes.
Yeah, 2-2s now. He was showing us around, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that house there. Look at these houses. The houses were blonks, massive, bro. 500k."
For the yard,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm talking like footballer. Yeah, this footballer used to live in there. That celebrity used to live in there. 500k.
Bro, the flats across the road here where we are right now, that probably 2-bedroom yards is probably 500k, bro. In a block of flats.
That's what I'm saying.
Dusty thing.
I reason, if you move out further, you get taxed less. So you're
as
paying,
well.
Yeah, so you're paying less for your house out there. You're getting taxed less. So yeah, as much
stamp duty is probably way less.
Food probably still gonna be the same.
Yeah.
But the opportunity for you to make money and be around
is way
money
less as
is
well.
So that's why I think they're saying, you know what?
It's like a retirement type of thing. You make everything and then you just go away. You know what I mean?
Nah. Would you lot rather live in these areas that are obviously a lot more densely populated? It's London. Would you rather live here in the situation that you're currently in, or would you rather be in a maybe more rural location? But have your own place. I'd
rather be in a different country. So
at this age,
I'm talking about now. Yeah, and this country.
Brass.
At this age, for me, I'll go first.
I'll say it again. Yeah.
Would you rather live here and be in the situation that you're in right now, or would you rather be away from the area that you're in, somewhere butt fuck, and be in a better situation that have your own yard, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Have your space.
Pattern.
So would I rather be in this situation now or a better one or a different one?
Or a one away from where you are in bumfuck nowhere, but you've got a yard and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
But right now, in this moment in time.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you surviving out there, bruv, in the fields?
What do you mean?
That's what I mean.
What, right now with my current situation?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I can't do it now.
We're talking about this today.
Oh, would I just get up and move?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. But if I could do that.
No, ultimately, that's what his question was, isn't it? What would you rather right now? Stay in the position that you are in London, or go Quay,
bro.
But have a yard?
I want to go Quay, have a yard. Because I want to go Quay, and then I have my big yard, my big garden. Like I want, like, garden. You know them ones that people are like, right, this is a garden. You know the ones spare like trees and that in there. You know what I'm
No
saying?
offense.
And then I just whistle. Get me? Do the whistling thing. You just see 4 dogs come out the wilderness. Just run into the thing. You understand? That's what I want. Because, bruv, you know what it is? I thought about it, and I thought to myself, yo, the only reason I wouldn't want to live in London is because if I'm raising my kids, I'll know that they wouldn't be as safe as I would want them to be. You understand? So, how I look at it is, I would have to teach them what I know. I would have to teach them because I came from there. You came from there. You came from there. We would have to install that into them, but navigate it in their own way so they can use what we went through.
It's very hard to install that into someone when they don't have to put it into practice. You could preach it, but it's bruv, they just go in one.
Bruv, like what's his name? Like, alright, if we're talking about money, talking about like money strictness or knowing how to deal with your money, cool. Us man have been in situations, some worse than others, where money was tough and we had to do what we had to do to get through the days. Now, some celebrities do that with their kids. No allowance. Gone. Your allowance is gone. You can live in this beautiful
yard, nothing else.
But if you want anything, not coming from me. When you hit 16, done. 15, done. Some of them do that, so they know what it has to feel like.
Listen, I'll make my kids ask me for a score 2-3 times to go on a night out when they're about 16, bro, because that's how I come up. £20 on a night out, do whatever the fuck you want with it. You know what I'm saying? That's your entry drink. Where if you want to do up whatever you want to do up, that's you, bro. Yeah. That's what I tell them. Obviously, you gotta make that 20 into more, but initially you only get £20, innit? So
but that's the financial side of it, though. Yeah. What about the knowing how to move, the energy that you know? Where
that's what I'm saying. You can't. I don't think you can teach that. You can teach it to a certain extent. Yeah. But for it to stick and be second nature, it can't, bro. Yeah, you can't teach them heart, innit? No. you gotta be born with heart, man. Especially nowadays, bro, the kids are just tapped because of the games. I'm sorry to say, innit? No, that's what I'm saying. There's no heart in it anymore, bro. What I'm saying is there's no certain man that will do certain things just because they had the heart to do it. Yeah. And they would accept everything that come with it because of the heart. That's the key. Accepting everything that comes with it is the key to the heart I'm talking about. Whereas now, everyone's doing a mad thing, everyone's calling it heart, but no one is accepting the consequences of their actions. So that's not because snitching is at an all-time high. Everyone's going in jail. It's all messed up because there's no how we're veering in between topics, you know. Yeah. But I went for the joke. I hear it. That's what I'm saying. But you can't teach your kids heart. They have to be born with it. But then you have to teach them what to do with it. Because, for example, I feel that with our skills, if we grew up in other areas with our skills that we have now. How would you get them though? No. With our skills that we have now, let's just say, for example, we found a time machine, we went back, we even got younger and we had to do it again. Right. And we're just doing it now. I think we will navigate. I'd have so much money, you know. Yeah, we would navigate. I'd be a millionaire, cuz. You see what I'm trying to say? But that's all, you would become a bully. I'd be a fucking millionaire, bruv. I know that bully or not, bruv. You know what I mean? You either be like, bruv, I'm this guy, you man are this. Or you'll be the smart one, I'm going to use everything I know to try and, you know what I mean, use what I got around me sort of thing. Bro. But anyway.
What I was going to say anyways, you lot were talking about what you would have in terms of for your kids and what you would tell them and how you would try and pattern them. And I would say, what advice would you give to yourself, at the age of what? The first age that you're going to be stepping outside the front door. That age varies as well, bro. Yeah, so that's going to be that. So
if our kids were
say 11 onwards, what kind of things would you be kind of hinting to your kids?
Where are they living?
They will be. This is what I'm saying. They will be living. No, I. What? No.
Oh, so
what would you, if you could go essentially if you could go back now? What are you saying
to yourself?
Oh, what am I saying to myself?
Yeah,
living in the same area that we grew up in.
You're speaking to what 11-year-old self?
Get.
What would you say
to myself? If I'm honest, I haven't really had many face-to-face experiences where that's been a thing where I've needed to constantly be like on red alert. That's not been my situation.
No, relaxed.
So I'm aware of them and I know when to spot them, and I can see when something's going to develop. I know like
That's
how
all
to
that
avoid.
matters. But as long as you got that, you're good, bro.
Also, we're speaking about specifically that.
No, we're not even speaking about that. But I'm just talking about just things in general. Like
Yeah.
obviously, everyone has experienced different.
That's what his advice to himself
situations.
is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like that.
everyone's experienced different situations, but you guys have obviously learned lessons that maybe you wouldn't have had those mistakes
Yeah.
if you had already known
Yeah.
what are you saying to yourself. If you could go, if you
Start
could
with
go
you.
back.
What would you say?
So for myself, it would just be keep doing what you're doing and keep sticking to who you are as a person, and that's obviously quite generic, but at the same time it speaks volumes. Because
I know exactly what you mean, you know.
Question, yeah. Did you ever, growing up how you growing up, who you were, yeah, did you struggle with that in terms of like, did you ever want to be someone else other than who you were? Like, did you, or for you to, like, for example, was when you were younger, did you keep saying to yourself like, nah man, keep being this guy, man, keep going, man, or did you say, nah, you need to be more like this or more like that?
of course I did think at times, yeah, maybe I should be more like this, or maybe I should try having these kind of attributes. That's human nature, you know. I can't lie. But me being me is when I had my best experiences.
Don't brush over it surface level. What is it? What are those things that you would say to yourself? Innit? Like, what were those things where you look back and be like, nah, like, this is what you need to be. Like, what was it that you was telling yourself back then? You need to be more like this and like that. So
No,
like, for you to look back at yourself to say that.
The only time I would say that is when I would see people that were like not necessarily my age. I would always aspire to be doing things eventually that people who were popping at the time were doing. You know what I mean? So I can't even lie to you.
Did you have older friends?
Yeah, I had older friends. I had older influences, fortunately, as well. I had older cousins. Like, obviously, I got Luke. Like, being able to even just come to Newham just on a random weekend every now and then. I'm not saying that's a good influence, but I'm saying I got to see different things. You know what I'm saying? I got to see different perspectives.
Auntie, he's lying. Go on.
I got to see different perspectives, and then things like that will always kind of show you that the world is different in different places, and it's important to know that.
100. But I had my cousin being one of the worst influences in my life, yeah. Not like that forced me and caused me to do shit, but at the time, innit, it was making me do mad shit. I was a youth man, but at the same time, taught me bears, bro. You know what I'm saying? By doing that, because I had to be around certain stuff to do it. You get me? So that taught me so much, bro. And
what would you say to yourself looking back? Mance that just touched plaster.
I touched down for his gate first.
Just touched for his gate.
Get me, and then I moved to plaster like literally a couple months, maybe just under a year later. Anyway, bro, I would say to myself, yeah. To be fair, I done alright, bruv. Thinking back to them years, you know, in terms of ball and that, I whatever I said to myself, I stuck with it, innit? So I don't think I would change anything. Them times. To say to myself after like 20 something, it's a different story, innit? But them times, bro, I think I had it quite screwed on, innit? I knew there was the man them, I knew there was what I wanted to do, and I knew that what I wanted to do was more important to me than the man that, not the man them, but than what the man them were doing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do that, bro. I was obsessed. You know what I'm saying? It was an obsession for me, so it's a no-brainer. I don't think I would tell myself anything different, because it got me where I needed to go in it at the time.
Yeah, for real.
My mindset,
for me at the time, like even playing basketball, because I'm a big basketball fan as well, that was a thing for me. That's what, you know, I was like, every kid at one point, well, every kid who's playing ball at one point wants to make it to the NBA. So at that point, that was me, and that takes you kind of so far until something else potentially, like something else is going to change.
But see, me, I never had that. And for me, it was just like, fuck it, I don't care, bro. People were telling me, you need to enroll to uni, you need to pay attention in school, you need to get your grades, you need to plan for a job. No, bro, I don't, bro. You need to plan B. I don't, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm going, bro. And I was just going. And it worked, you get me?
Yeah. I think, like, for me, looking back, well, actually, no, wait, Josh, what about you, bro? If you was looking back at yourself and you could say something, would you say anything to your younger self, bro? What would you say, bro?
Should try to get that fucking dough earlier, bro.
I was gonna be at 11 out there, bro.
Bro,
Man, Josh would have been out here at 11.
I was out here, man. I'm talking about younger than that, bro.
Yeah. What would you say to yourself, though? Obviously, advice-wise, isn't it? Not go and get your money, young G.
Honestly, I was scared, of just fucking up myself in the future. I'm one person, I overthink a lot. From a young age, I overthink a lot. So from a young age, I didn't want to take too much of a big of a risk.
You was thinking about consequences at a young age?
Right. When at a young age, you shouldn't be really thinking too much about
Not a lot of
consequences.
men do that.
To the point, yeah.
Yeah, word.
It does. I think it affects you in the long run. If you overthink from young, you're gonna overthink your whole life.
I'm the same.
Would you say to yourself to not pay attention to the consequences?
Not pay attention, but just don't overthink about it.
Yeah. I think everyone that, because I'm the same as Josh. I think everyone that grew up here at overthinking struggles now in their later life. I'm in my late 20s and they struggle with mental health, innit? Because when you have an overactive mind, it's mad when you look back at it like that, innit? So, but then I think that's just how your brain works, innit? But when you're young, you're just going with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because when I was young, like I used to overactive. I just think, ADHD, innit? That's it. ADHD. And then they always used to say
you pay less attention to your feelings when you're young. Bro.
Yeah, like you're not thinking about how you feel.
You don't care.
Because every day there's something.
Even with a
you're
man,
busy when you're young, bro.
You'll be sprung over a girl, bro. Sprung, bro. The man, I don't even like her, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off key, you're really texting her, bro. Oh, babe, I can't wait to see you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell the man that you like her, bro. It's not allowed, bro.
Or you'll really like a girl, and then something will happen, and then the next day you don't like her no more.
You can't.
Like, it's that real. Imagine you're in your adulthood now. Could you really meet a girl you really like now, and then the next day you wake up, you're like, I don't like her. Like,
correct. I could do that, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If it's been one day, yeah, bro.
Then you man are wasting
See me,
time.
I'm finished,
You're
bro.
still wasting time, bro.
No, it could happen, innit? But
Yeah.
you would have to do a madness for it to happen. But it's possible.
Oh no! I'm
Not just one day
saying,
wake up and say, nah.
I'm saying,
fuck
okay.
this.
I'm saying, put you man in your situations right now.
Yeah.
Could you just wake up how you was younger?
And nothing has happened.
Yeah, just like how you used to wake up when you were younger. Like,
No,
I'm
I'm
done
not
with this
feeling
girl,
this.
man. I need to get another one now.
Yeah,
bro.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
Man done the numbers already in it, so
Yeah.
now it's calm. You know.
You couldn't do that. That's what I'm saying.
No.
You couldn't do that now.
I could
for some
personally.
reason.
I could.
Yeah.
Not on like I'm not saying a man's a gallus like, and the girls can do it too. If you piss someone off, I can easily cut you off.
No,
Like,
it's not that.
what
I'm
you
saying that's possible as well. He's saying one day you just wake up, because back in the day when we was younger, yeah, I don't know about you, I know Luke was like that. I know personally myself, yeah, scumbags, man. I was like that as well. One day, fuck this, man. I can't be bothered to deal with it. Nothing happened though.
Do you know what it is?
You was chatting the night before. Pillow talks. 5 day pass, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You're on the phone 3 hours, 4 hours.
He's talking
and then you wake up in the morning. You're like, fuck this.
But
I'm
no
going to holler at the
feelings.
next
Like
thing.
you don't miss her.
Nothing,
You don't
care.
even care. You're not even sad, bro.
You see her, you miss
It's
your
just,
friend.
it's
bruv. You
just
know what I'm saying?
another day, fam.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, it's just
me,
like, could you do that now, bro?
my mentality is fucked, yeah. You see how I should be thinking now is how I was thinking younger, and how I should have thought younger is how I'm thinking now.
Okay, you're one of them.
So what you're saying?
Right. You're finished. You're done. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You got conditions.
I've got one of my boys is
Right.
like that. He's finished as well, bro.
I got mad trust issues, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got
It
finished.
took a madness for him to get there, bro. But now he's finished. He's finished.
Yeah.
When it comes to girls, it's done. But I understand why, because
I hear
what
it.
happened to him, I'm not gonna lie. If that happened to me, I'll be finished as well, bro.
Yeah, I hear it.
Get me? I'm not talking about Josh, by the way.
No. Oh, yeah, he's telling the people that.
Yeah, just in case they
Yeah.
thought that I was in it on the
for real.
indirect thing.
Well, hey, real talk, man. But like, I think like what you're saying is you get conditioned from young, and then you kind of change when you're older, because a thing goes a certain way when you're young, and then when you're older you change it,
I don't know.
or it changes.
It changes. I don't think you change.
I think it changes.
I think you go
it
through-
changes you. Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
experience change it.
Yeah. It changes you, innit? With me, I grew up like what? Because I wasn't ever getting burnt when I was younger.
Don't let Luke lie to you, man. He was a gallus, man. The guy was a scumbag, scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Slut whore, sket, yeah? Young G, with a cane roll. Big T, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had cane roll.
Don't let him lie to you. Everybody
well.
knows this. If he's preaching this Newham thing, Newham knows this, innit? All the girls are watching this in shame, bro. You get me?
That's the thing. This is the thing, though. Yeah, because like you have to do that when you're young.
You have to, bro. Get out your system.
No. If you are that guy, and you feel like you want to, you have to get it out of your system because you have to go through the experiences because you can't move like that when you're older.
Yeah, I think it's better to get out of the way young, bro, because then later on you could do the proper thing, be correct, innit? If you're doing it the other way around, then...
So, long story short, bro, be careful now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Long story short, do your thing early, kids, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
I'll be honest with you.
That's a
just
piece of
quick
advice
one.
right there.
Like, I still, like, some of the first, like, girls that I spoke to when I was younger, like, I still have their numbers and still speak to them. So it's like...
So do I.
They're like bookmarks for me.
Yeah.
They're like bookmarks.
Huh?
Like,
I'm in contact, but
obviously each one has a sentimental value.
No, wait. Okay, wait. Sorry. Going back to when I started talking, yeah. What do you mean by talking to them? Because what you said is you might have their number, but you don't talk to them. But do you talk to them like that?
Oh, sorry, you saying that to me?
No. He
was
was
just
just
saying
saying
that.
it while you were talking.
I'm saying
But
for
what
myself.
kind
do you
of,
mean?
what do you mean? Like you still talk to the girls? Like do you
Like,
have their numbers or do you speak to them on a regular?
Numbers, face, like it's not gonna go. You can
Or
always
you
like
gonna say FaceTime?
no Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Like
That's how big FaceTime's a...
no,
Don't chat to me on
but like
FaceTime,
FaceTime is a clotting thing.
for me, it's like more like a homing thing, innit?
Mm.
It's like, you know, when you go back to speaking to that person, it obviously brings you back the feelings that you had at that time, or what you went with them.
Okay.
Even okay, maybe it went bad, but obviously you don't think of the bad.
Let me ask you a question.
That's mad, bro.
They're not from this country, are they?
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah,
And you got some in the other continent as well.
more in this country though.
Is it?
Yeah.
From a young age before?
No, I'm talking about from like
Young,
nine,
okay,
10.
them youngs.
Like people I went to primary school with, like girls that everyone knew that I crushed on, and I couldn't get.
Yeah,
That I still talk to now, and they talk to me, and it's kind
Do
of
you
like,
get them now,
do you
though?
think that those
what do
experiences?
you mean?
You couldn't get them back in the day. Can you get them now?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I've switched now because it's
You see how loud man said yeah? That's
Sorry.
the loudest he spoke today.
because yeah, I believe I used to put in so much work, not to get the girl, but just to like, I'm an overthinker, so I would try and comfort, you know, not saying I'll comfort you innit. Yeah.
With a
Put
shoulder to
yourself
cry
in the
on.
friend zone, bro.
Right.
From a young age.
No, I didn't put myself in the friend zone, but I think my actions put myself in the friend
So
zone.
you put yourself in the friend zone.
My actions did. I was too overcomforting.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, bro.
See, when I was younger,
Can't be
yeah,
the go-to
do you know what?
all
I had a
the
good balance when I was younger, yeah, because remember I wasn't a bad boy, so I weren't like that kind of gallus.
You was the Vaseline man, bro.
I was the kind of brother. I was the brother that
Shining.
I was the guy that was
Vaseline.
with them, man. I was with them, man. But when I start talking to you, you're like raw. So you just get disarmed, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? But then like I had a
I
good
find that
balance.
now.
I had a very good balance. No, not a very good. I was very, very rude, bro. So I had a good balance.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so I could have the
Because it's
the
tapped.
sweet
Girls
boy
in the ends
comforting.
find it charming when you're a little bit rude to them,
I
bro.
was rude. I was, bro.
Girls
bro,
are tapped in the ends as
bro.
well. Don't get it.
Yeah, and like, you had to match it because
Yeah.
obviously girls will bad you up. You got
Yeah,
to
exactly.
bad them up.
And that's flirting in
Like,
the end.
yeah,
Now you're
like-
cussing each other, bro.
Yeah, that's
But
how-
these
yeah.
times you want each other, bro.
Yeah, that's how I used to flirt.
Know
But
what I'm
I
saying?
never realised that's how we used to flirt.
Yeah.
We used to just bad you up, and if you couldn't get badded up in public,
Yeah,
you're not
bro.
getting the
If a
girls.
girl don't care about you, she kiss your teeth, walk away.
Hey,
If she's
yeah.
badding
Sorry.
you up, you're there, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think we quickly go off topic. Do you remember that time we was talking about you brought the questions about virginity, who took our virginity? Do you remember that podcast?
Oh shit.
And I was talking about my first one. You know, Josh's first one.
Yeah.
So imagine this year. It took me a couple years for this to clock on. I think that same girl. She was like, "Oh, why are you not arguing back? Like I like it when you
I've had
argue."
that
And,
before
and I'm
as
thinking, and at the age of 15, I'm like,
That's not good, bro.
yeah, why the fuck you argue? Like, my
That's
mum
not
and
healthy,
my dad,
cuz.
yeah, my mum and my dog, you know, my mum and my dad used to argue like, what the hell, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not trying to get that with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, years go down the line, it makes sense now, innit?
Mm.
It makes sense.
Of
Don't get me
course,
wrong,
bro.
bruv. I had way more success with women back then than I do now, bro. 100% being that way, bro. Like nowadays, I can't be bothered with. I don't want to be that guy, innit? Like to bad you up, be bare rude and all that kind of shit, innit? So therefore, like, But you're right, girls love that for some reason. Like when you give them a little bit of that, you understand. But
just wait till the thing open back up, and you know what I'm saying, the thing comes through and the thing, and you know what I'm saying, and then you know what I'm saying, bro. You'll go
Nah, trust me. Hey, wait for the level up thing, you man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The level up gonna be bad.
Bro.
If you think I ain't using this, bro, you're mental.
You will
bro.
see, bro.
You're mental, bro.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
anyway, on that note, my people.
Baffling me,
I'm
fam.
go on, bro.
Man got too happy he was gonna end the thing, drive off right now. Start the thing early.
I'm done.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah.
That was a good little
Yeah, it was,
addition to the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might as well close it out, fam.
Yeah, but my people, it's good to be back, man. First episode back of 2021.
Shake
Man,
the
thank
rust
you for
off.
coming through and sharing what we do. LJB podcast, my people, we out.
Yeah, I mean,
Boom.
blessings.